This great race of today is right at the point of accepting the great order of the Christ in the individual. Can't we see that if we turn completely to the Christ principle, presenting the Christ-like attributes instead of destructive thoughts, we should become so aware of this great condition that we would change the nature of all humanity? We are face to face with it now. When we accept, we shall know it as we are known. This great period in which we are today is the completion of the cycle, where the Christ stands forth again dominant. The Christ always stands as the conqueror. The entire Bible is a complete bringing forth of that condition, pointing right to this time, when the Christ coming forth, meaning that every one of us presents the Christ. The moment we accept, this body becomes a light body. Then we begin to use the power of which we have been unaware for so long. We have now passed through the so-called golden age of the natural philosopher, which reached its climax about 150 years ago. We are now fully aware of the wonders of nature and its projected perfect divine plan, and that divinity is within every unit of all humanity, also in every tree, every plant, every flower, as well as all vegetable life. While the minerals have life, they were formerly under an entirely different sphere of existing influence. As all of humanity learn to use and bring into active control all of their mind faculties, they will find that there is within the mind every ability to control and fully create and bring into existence every atom and every planet. All substance then creates all substance into being. This factor is the supreme intelligence, or God intelligence, which moves upon and through all things, and is the creator of all things. Man has stood in this Godhead for eternity, the actual ruler and creator of all things. But as one begins to deviate from this great and noble plan, then that thought may create a bug, a worm, or a vicious thing to move about and torment humanity, and even destroy himself or a portion of humanity. But even if millions do use thoughts adversely, those thoughts will in no way affect the entire plan. They may apparently affect a seeming large portion of humanity, yet the full God balance holds all in complete accord and unfailingly to the original plan, so that no atom is misplaced. Then is it difficult to conceive how all come from the one cell at that point of infinite intelligence of humanity, that infinite divinity rules all supreme over all and through all things? This infinite intelligence was ruling long before the universe began to appear as being. Then let us worship that great intelligence as the one and only cause, and ourselves as that very thing, as this will eventually bring us into a clear understanding of it as well as of all things. Unless we cling tenaciously to this and accept it as absolute truth or fact, we will always miss the salient point of our complete existence. It is through the selectivity of the divine emanating principle that the Christ is born. It is the creation of the whole human race, the true Christ in every form. This is the immaculate, the true conception that Mary foresaw, and the total conception of every child born. The true Christ is perpetuated throughout all humanity. Thus all humanity is eternal and immortal, the true God being. Look at the wonders of creation and birth. Go back 800 million years if you wish, and you will find this God principle, the Christ in each and every individual, dominant among all humanity. Trace on down to the present, and you will find it just as commanding, just as dominant, also just as justifiable as it was at that age. It matters not how it has been covered by man's ignorance, negative or mortal thinking. The moment one glimpses this all-sustained and sustaining truth, the entire thought current is open to its beneficent influence. It is that very influence that has placed and sustained the heavy layer of oxygen just far enough above this earth that it is a protecting shield that filters out the life-giving rays from the sun and lets just enough come through to maintain life upon this planet. Just as soon as humanity sees this great beneficent action and what it means to each and every individual, then will the Christ principle again sweep through all humanity, and they will see the one supreme God, intelligent principle that governs justly, wisely, and completely. There will be no more of the setting up of false gods or graven images. This complete truth or unity of purpose is never deviated from by storm or condition of emotion. It just stands steadfast above the storm. This great calm is in no wise affected, for, again, as we open our thought to its influence and just let it flow through our entire being, our thoughts are so saturated by its deifying influence that we soon find our mind is really at home again, and we are one, and the only instrument that has completely transcended time and space. We have arrived again in the beautiful garden of God, intelligent principle, at home right here on earth, where the beauties of all heaven really do and always have existed. The wonderful paradise of God within every human form. Go directly within yourself to find God, the supreme intelligence. When you do this wholeheartedly and know that God is really you, the entire being of you, you will find every answer, and you will be ever permanent, stable, and all-knowing. There you will find that you are right at home. Also you will find that you are all things, know all things, and are capable of giving out all things, and that you are all truth. It is well to know that every individual is the same as you, and to give them the same privileges that you have. As you carry this to success and know that you have mastered all obstacles, you can go where you will, do as you will, and speak God forth into all things, and there will be no limitations in your thoughts for others. The only time it takes to make these transitions is the time that you allow. Allow an instant, and it is accomplished. Just rejoice in God, your very self, and free every limitation. Also, recall that one instant is all eternity. I thank you, God, for life and light abundant, full and free, for perfect abundance, wealth and power, and unhampered liberty. In using this prayer, always think and keep your thoughts on your full and complete body temple, and know that this body form that you see is God. When you are looking at your body, you are looking at the complete and perfect God temple. Your body is the very first temple that was ever brought forth into form. Therefore, it is the first and purest temple where God could dwell. Then why not love and worship this perfect God temple? For by loving and worshiping it as a God temple, perfect and complete, we must be absolutely aware of this body as the God temple complete. For loving, thinking, and accepting is true worship. There never was a temple like this temple of the living God. Every temple built by hand can in no way compare with the body temple. They are pictures and forms that the mind has thought out, conceived and built or brought into form, yet they fall far short of even bringing forth one function of this beautiful body temple. There is not a laboratory in all the world that is capable of doing what this body laboratory does without taking any thought of the process, taking in food and transmitting it into life, or bringing forth a living form that is perpetuating a race, or even flexing a muscle, let alone thinking, acting, moving, talking, and perceiving that which is the present, the past, or the future. The ability to construct, build, also to go forth and teach and endow accomplishments, to assist prosperity, to give forth that which is good and noble, honorable, and magnificent,